Kodak Gold 200 is definitely Portrait 160, but for broke bitches like me. I want to review as many film stock as I possibly can, but I don't have a lot of money, so I needed something cheap and good. Kodak Gold 200 is just that. Technically, this is not my first time with Kodak Gold, as first film that I ever shot was Gold 100, but in expired format. And just like the fresh batch of milk that I recently tried for the first time, I wanted to give Kodak Gold a fresh new start. I loaded up a roll and took it to the streets, and by streets, I mean a street. My university is in the middle of f***ing nowhere, and the only time I see people is when I go to farmer's market. So guess where I'm at? Gold 200, as the name says, is 200 ISO, which is fairly low. So it's not the most ideal for blue hours, night photography, or even indoors. But during golden hour, boy, this film slaps. It slaps harder than Hermione slapped Draco in Prisoner of Azkaban. If you are interested in buying this film, I have left a link below the subscribe button. It is not an affiliated link because I don't know how to do that shit, but it is the best price that I could find online, so feel free. I process and scan my own film, but even an amateur like me was able to get some good colors out of this film. And while the colors are very subjective and they depend on the lab and the person who scanned your film, the photos usually tend to lean more towards that warm brown tones. I camera scan all my photos and use Negative Lab Pro to convert them, and then use Lightroom to edit the TIFF file. So the main thing that you need to know about the colors is how easy it is to work in Lightroom. And I would say the latitude is very high. It is not Kodak Portrait 160 level of high, but it is still there. And this film is definitely on the contrasty side. But by just overexposing it by a stop, you can get that low contrast look that hippies online froth at the mouth for. I definitely recommend exposing for the shadows because it clings on to the highlight like the fucking dog who bit my leg. You can bring down the brightness while retaining a lot of details in highlight, but if you try pushing up the shadows, you will definitely see the grains pretty quick. Speaking of grains, for a 200 ISO film, it has decent amount of grain. I would say the grains are pretty pleasing and I do not mind them as much. If you are using half frame camera, you definitely will notice the grain slightly more, but as the cool kids say, it adds vibes. So what is my final thought on this film, and should you shoot it? I would say I would shoot it again, and I would definitely recommend it to people. It is a fairly inexpensive film compared to other stuff in the market right now. I know there are like cheaper film stock like Kodak Ultramax is slightly cheaper right now, and the Fuji version of Ultramax, the 400 that they are selling, is definitely cheaper, but it is definitely worth giving a shot. And during golden hour and for portrait work, this film slaps. The only problem that I had with this film was people, by people I mean I, tended to push this film forcefully more towards the warmer side just because the name says Kodak Gold, even if the scene wasn't that warm. I would definitely love to try the medium format of this film stock, and I will like for sure make a video about that as well. And until then, keep shooting, do like, follow, and do all the cool stuff. And if you want a high-res version of these photos, you can definitely check my website. Peace out, have a nice day.